Hello, beautiful souls. It's Mary Rose from PsychicSoulmateReading.com. This video is a 3-card tarot reading for our week, January 13th to January 20th. And the way it works is because for some mysterious reason, you were drawn to watch this video, that the message that I'm about to tell you is actually intended for you. That's the way spirit guides work. And if you're watching this after, don't get discouraged, because the message is still intended for you because you were drawn, and that's the way it works. I've been doing this for many years, and this is the feedback that I get from everybody that watches the video. And you know, if something is quite not resonating with you, visit back, because the message is intended for you, but some things have to like evolve in your life. Some things have to happen, and then the message will actually make more sense. So visit back and watch often. Even if it is making sense now, visit back because you are drawn to it. Okay, so and don't overthink it, because you take what you need and you leave what you don't. So don't overthink it. Okay. Okay, so I am working with the Crow Tarot. Okay, I got gifted these cards from Dave, my husband, on my birthday a couple months ago, or 3 months ago, and I did an unboxing on my IGTV channel, and yeah, I just love these cards, because you know how much I love crows, because I make feather wands, and I just love crows. I collect up feathers, and I love crows. I probably one of my favorites. Okay, so I've already dealt it and put the cards out here. Okay, so the first card is the 8 of Swords. Okay, and as you can see, this poor little crow, he's or she is tied up, and there's 8 swords surrounding this beautiful bird. And what that means is the swords are restriction. See, the swords are the restriction, that's the mind. It's like the imprisonment of the mind, like things that are going on in your head. What is this person thinking of me? Or no, I can't do this. Or no, I'm not good enough. Or, oh, you know, and assumptions and making assumptions. And, you know, I see this all the time. Getting very defensive. People get very defensive, and it happens to the best of us because we live in a 3D world, but we don't have to be 3D. When 3D means third dimension, it's kind of like, you know, life, you know, just, you know, the physical stuff, right? And then there is the 5. I like to stay in 5, a little bit in 5D, because 5D is, we don't pay attention to time, we don't pay attention to those things. But I mean, we have to live in both worlds. I always say we need both, and this is like making up stories, sometimes making up stories in your mind. It's self-imprisonment is what it is, because this crow is free. As you know, crows, they fly. And this crow is making himself feel like bounded, right? And you know, it's the new year, it's January, and you know, when you're watching this anyways, and the new year actually is like the time to start things, and that's what I'm feeling like. It's like just it's time to start, but it's hard to get our groove on. It's hard to start. It's like, okay, I got to start this. I said I was going to go to the gym, I said I was going to do this, I was planning for that, but why do I just feel like sitting down here and just doing nothing? And that maybe you need to rest. Maybe you do need to take a breather. Maybe you need a vacation. You need a rest. Grant you that, yes. But don't procrastinate, because this might be procrastination, okay? Now this, like I said, there's a lot of people that are watching this, so you take what feels right to you. Write down, take notes, okay? Another thing is about this card too, my experience with the 8 of Swords, is that we make up stories. Like I said, we make up stories in our mind about certain things that are going on. People can be very, they can be going through something, people around you, they're upset. They say something to you purposely, passive-aggressively, to throw you off, right? They just want to hit you below the belt, but they want to do it in a nice way so you don't think, well, he or she is not actually attacking me. Did they really say that? Why do they say that to me? You know, like, sometimes I have to say, is it really necessary? But yeah, to this person, they're trying to get out their frustration, and maybe they're not even frustrated with you, they're just frustrated with their own stuff. So they impose it on you, so they just say something to you. And you know, I've gotten some experiences with that recently, very recently. Okay, on Instagram, I'll just give you an example just quickly. Okay, on Instagram, and it's very minor, it's no big deal. On Instagram, I do IG stories, and I say, ask me a question, and then people just put in there what they want to ask me. You know, ask me a random question, ask me a spiritual question, ask me anything, right? And I've gotten from some people, and I've looked at their accounts and it's like, okay, who's this person? I don't even know them. But they're actually passive aggressively trying to offend me in some way because I like to wear my contacts to see. They ask me the questions. These are the questions. Why do you wear contacts? And why do I wear contacts? To me, it's a joke because I'm like, hello, you've never worn contacts and colored lenses. Come on, I've been wearing them since I was 17. I wear lenses because contacts and glasses to see. I'm not nearsighted and I got astigmatism, right? I don't have to explain that, but anyways, I just thought that was so bizarre because nobody would ever come up to you and say, why do you wear that? Well, why are you wearing that color shirt? Why are you wearing that? Why do you put your hair like that? You know, nobody would say that to you out of the blue. But anyways, this was just, I knew what it was because I was like, oh, all right, I know where you're coming from. But I went like this. It's funny. I laugh. I really do. I laugh. I just, I tell Dave this and we just start cracking up when somebody asks me, you wear contacts? Because I was like, okay, that's probably like, I get lots of questions and it was probably like, that was like maybe about 8 or 9 of them. And I was like, that's just so bizarre. Really. Anyways, so just giving you an example, that was like somebody actually trying to hit me below the belt or trying to actually be kind of catty. Anyways, see what I mean? It's that kind of thing, right? Anyways, but that's what I'm talking about. So when you get that, when somebody is just coming off with a bizarre comment to you in some way for no reason, or they'll just say something to you, you have to know, and it's probably online too as well. Like people just like to be bizarre, you have to know don't take things personally, and you have to know that it's just, and don't let it agitate you because you carry it with you. What happens is that we carry this. I talk about everything. Like I like to get everything out into the open. My point is feel your feels, like don't contain it, but feel your feels and say that's actually rude, or that's actually what you said was actually not right. Acknowledge that. Don't dismiss yourself on how you feel, but just don't react, okay? Because that can actually, you can hold it in, and you can actually either you can blurt it out and you can just attack the person back, and it's just a poison that just goes back and forth. It's toxic energy. But instead, I would just say, excuse yourself, feel your feels, and just, pause for a few moments, pause for a while before you react or you say something, because confronting is a good thing, but not when it's somebody is like very toxic and mean. Some people can be very mean and toxic, and that's only because they've gone through some stuff and they haven't worked. When you don't work on yourself, you become a mean person. Like when I say a mean person, I mean like bitter, very bitter, and just, that's like, I always hear me talk about people with road rage and people with, when you're in line at the dollar store, I get this a lot, and there's a big line, and, just because I'm talking to the cashier, and I've had this quite a few experiences, even at our bookstore too, the big one here, Indigo, Barnes & Nobles, it's like a Barnes & Nobles, and people would get really upset because I'm talking to the cashier and she's working, they're adding everything, and I'm just making conversation, and they would say something, and this was at the bank too, over the holidays. We're in line, more work and not enough, too much chit chat, more work. Like people would say stuff like that, and I'd look at the person and go, we just laugh at it and just don't let anybody push you around. That's my point there. Don't get upset. Just say, you know what? I'm not going to let you push me. Because people that do that, like I said, they're going through their stuff, and it's none of your business. If somebody gets upset, just, don't take on their upsetness. Let them do whatever they have to do because they got to get it out. And you just say, talk to the hand, because I don't got time. When I say talk to the hand, I'm just making a joke, like just let it go and just don't hold on to it. Okay. Second card. 4 of Swords, and the 4 of Swords is taking some time off and giving ourselves some self-love. Yeah, you got to do something. You got to do with that. You got to get yourself, raise the vibration. Okay, raise your vibration as best as you can. Think of happy thoughts. Think of, if you're feeling like I'm just feeling like, raise the vibe and just get yourself more in a happy place. Rest. I'm not saying that you have to be all excited and happy like this, if you're not feeling it. I mean, don't do that, because, excuse me, when you're doing that, when you're going in that state of mind of, you know, like excited and happy energy, it doesn't mean that it's always a good thing, because anything can take you and you can be the exact opposite. I would say probably stay more on the neutral side, content. You know, I'm content. I'm not excited. I'm content and happy in that way. And just feeling at peace. I think peace is more important than being excited and woo woo, you know, like being like that. Like, that's not what you want to be. I mean, I'm not telling you how to be anything you're not. I mean, I am like that too. You know me, I'm all full of energy and everything. But when I'm not, I'm actually at peace. And you know, yeah, I feel the feels too. I get, you know, I get hurtful energies, and I feel people's energies. And you know what? I'm not always, I have to work at myself to be positive. I have to say the truth. When I say work at it, I mean I work on myself. Working on yourself, doing the things, putting energy into yourself. Because when you put energy into yourself, you give to others. And I always look at, what can I do to give to other people? How can I be of service? Because my goal is to raise the vibration of, just raise the vibration. Like, I love everything to be happy. I'm one of those that, I mean, I want to fix the world, but you know what? I also love peace and harmony, and I love everything pretty and nice and things like that. So that's talking about energies as well, but it's not to say I'm living with rose-colored glasses. No, I feel the feels. I go through the shadows. I feel pain. I go through that every day. It's like, you know, I've had depression in the past. Like, I've gone through all of those things, and I know those things want to creep back into, you know, like depression, PTSD, all of those, you know, those behavior patterns, those things that you feel, you know, they want to come through the back door. Even if you work on yourself, they will always try, but this is where we work on ourselves. It's being human. And being human, one of my clients said to me, being human is a gift, and it's a gift of life. Yes, it is. Or actually, they said, living on earth is a gift. And if you're watching this, you know what I mean. You know who you are, and you said that. And that's so true. Living is a gift. And you know what? We're going to feel those things. That's why we got the tools. That's why we got everything in our surroundings, okay? And the way to set the tone is, this beautiful crow is resting. So when you wake up in the morning, I'm going to say your body's already been rested. This is what comes to my mind. I would highly recommend you do a meditation, okay? And if you're not a meditator, and I know a lot of people say, I'm not a meditator, but you are a meditator. Meditation does not have to be sitting in a, you know, in a pose. Meditation is actually just being in the moment and actually just going with the flow. You know, when you're if you're an ice skater, or if you're roller skating, I'm just giving you, or you're bike riding, or you're in the flow. I'm just saying, or even driving. You know, I have a Fitbit here, and it's so funny because I was driving and I had my music on loud. Well, not real loud, but I was just driving the other day, and it actually shows me emojis. And right now it's showing me excited because I am excited when I'm filming this. But it showed me meditating, and I was like, okay, so that's not good. I wouldn't be driving and meditating at the same. But what that means is being in the flow, being in the moment. So in the morning, when you wake up, do a little meditation. I would say a little prayer. I would say my advice, when I say to, I would actually advise you to just sit there and say, what do I need to know? Because your guides will talk to you. And if you don't hear them then eventually they'll come back. And before you go to bed, I'd like you to do the same thing. I'd like you to meditate and say, did I serve well today? Did I do a good thing today? Did I do anything good or nice to someone? Did I help anybody? Was I of service? Just those kind of things. Frame it in your own way. It raises your vibe. If you want a good night's rest, this is how you do it. You know, I get 7 to 8.5 hours every night, always close to 8 hours. I try to keep it like that. Sometimes I get 9, but I'm just saying, like, how to do that is to get out of, just look at all the good things, gratitude. Look for a place of gratitude and just focus in on that. And that energy, that'll make you feel good. Like, turn it all right around. Don't analyze and don't judge it, and don't say it doesn't exist, and don't find an excuse, because your mind already is making that excuse, okay? Sorry, I don't want to sound preachy, but I'm just channeling some stuff and I'm feeling some stuff. And you know, if you need a meditation, if you'd like to have a meditation, I have a free guided meditation, actually 2. And if you join my mailing list, you will get 2 meditations. One is a chakra meditation, and the other one is a love and abundance. I also give a coloring book too. That's also kind of meditative too, with affirmations. And if you signed up when you got a reading with me, chances are you might not have gotten it then, but if you just sign up to the newsletter, you'll get it before you got your reading. But if you didn't, let me just back up. If you are just brand new and you don't know who I am, go to my website, psychicsoulmatereading.com, and subscribe to my newsletter, and you will get an email. After you confirm your email address, you will get the links to download it. And if you are on my newsletter, I should have just said this, email me, message me, whatever, and I will send it to you, because it's very important that you do something for yourself. And this is one of the things, because that sets your whole day. I always said I've been meditating for many years, and I have to say that sets my whole day. When I meditate, everything goes good the whole day. It helps me to learn. This is what me and Dave and I, we love to do, is to really set our energies. We do that in the morning. We don't see each other in the morning because we're like, okay, he's doing his meditation, I'm doing my meditation, my ritual. I even get up and I dance. That's another thing I do. It's morning time is very important. So that's what I got for you. Queen of Cups, actually the Queen of Cups is that. Tuning into your spirit, tuning into your soul. The Queen of Cups is intuitive. She has all, she's basically very intuitive, and she's water, just like the water just flows. That is like energy, what I was just talking about. So I have to read those two together, so I'm just going to cut it shorter. That the Queen of Cups and the Four of Swords together mean exactly that. It's a dream state. It's actually being in the moment. It's actually being in that present state of just feeling bliss and peaceful. So to do that, you want to just you can work with different kinds of tools. I mean, I work with essential oils. I work with crystals. You know my crystals. I work with oracle cards. I do a lot of work on myself, and I try to do everything. No one's perfect, but I try to. So I'm just giving you an example. When I say me, I'm just trying to help you out on this, okay, of what I do, okay, and you can do the same. Oh, and also another thing, lots of water. Drinking lots of water, and you always hear me say this in lots of my videos, drink lots of water, and I sweat every day. I believe in sweating and drinking water and eating very right. Do the best you can. You know what? It's not perfect. Enjoy your life. My whole message is enjoy your life. Make it fun. Make things fun. If you're feeling, and connect with the intuition. If you're feeling like a no, then listen to it. This is how you do it. You just listen to ask your intuition. Should I do this and should I do that? What's good for me? Because a lot of people ask me, what is in my highest good? What do I need to do? You can ask me and I can help you through it, but I'll walk you through it. I'm just going to tell you what I tell my clients and my students right now. If you're looking for your purpose and what you need to do, or what is good for you to find your purpose, I always say just start with small things, okay? Like just breathe, find your center, ask yourself the question, you know, do I need to, is this right for me? And just breathe into it and just feel either a resistance. You'll feel either a resistance, that means no. If you feel an expansion, then that means a yes. I always say, if you're confused about something and you're getting a no, you're actually getting a no about something, but you are actually fighting against the current, you know. Anyways, I usually take my clients through this and to help them, because when I do a reading, I also, I like to teach you to listen to your own intuition as well. So, you know, you don't always have to depend on me for things, but that's good. It's all good to just rely on your own, because your body is an interpendulum. Like I always say, if you find yourself doing this with someone, you know that you're not feeling it. Someone's telling you, don't trust this person completely, because this person doesn't have everything that you think that they are all about. Like they're actually showing you something else that they're not. Okay, so I think that covers our reading for our week ahead and for what we need to know, okay? And if you're interested in getting a personalized reading with me, I do email and I do phone readings. Go to my website and also chat. I do chat as well. That would be considered a phone reading. Go to my website, psychicsoulmatereading.com, and book your reading with me there. And until the next video, I wish you all peace, blessings, love, and light. Namaste.